Hey folks, we're down here at location for Play Abbey Chilliwack, and I'm standing here with Andy DaSilva, who's one of our lead installers. And I thought we'd take a minute of his time here to have him tell us a little bit about himself. So why don't you tell us how long you've been in the business, where you've been, that sort of thing.
Oh, I've been doing this since probably 1996, so about almost 30 years I've been doing this. Been all over the world, worked for like 5 different companies. Started off with Delta Play, I think they were the original. And then I went to Prime Play, then IPC, Oracle Coast, and now I'm working for Northwest Play with Derek.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so when did you actually start with Northwest? When did you guys meet?
2019, we started working together, me and Derek. We went to Ireland. It was our first job together. But we'd worked together at IPC and Prime Play.
Right, so you guys knew each other. And
long time goes back. I knew him when he was 21, I think.
Wow, yeah.
We've known each other a long time. Worked together in the same industry for a long time. Traveled the world too, me and him. Been to all over the world, different, I think he said 36 countries. I don't know how many I've gone to, but something like up to about that much too, I think.
So which of those companies would have been the longest tenure that you were actually with them? Because it's been 6 years with Northwest Play.
Must be 6 years with Derek. Usually, for some reason, it's always been like 5 years, and then it's time to move on. But oh yeah, it was definitely IPC was the longest I ever worked for, next to Derek. 5 years I worked for them.
Yeah.
And they're the ones I traveled the most. They were international companies, so I traveled the most with them. Went all over the world with them. Actually, they did most of their stuff in the Middle East. I've been all over Dubai, Bahrain, all over the Middle East, and
wow,
other places, yeah, and all through the States and that.
Yeah. So of all the different companies and jobs and places you've been, is there one particular project or a couple that you stand out as either really great or real nightmares to be a part of?
There's some that are like nightmares. Like when I worked for IPC, we did a job in Riyadh, and well, the customer paid for pressure. The guns come from an air compressor, and he paid to put the lines in, the air lines. And when the unit got there, there was no. The guns were just blowers from a fan, and he was pretty upset about that because I think $10,000 or something he spent on the lines, and all he got was these fans, and he was really upset about it, and he would not sign off. And I don't usually like to leave without a sign off, but I knew he wouldn't sign off. He wasn't happy. He wasn't going to pay the last payment, and I just left. That was one of the only jobs I think I left without getting a sign off. I think there's 2 of them. That's it.
So he bought one of the ball play units and thought he was getting a compressor line system with the big shooters, and that was not the case.
That was not the case.
Ouch.
Yeah, ouch. I think they lied to him. I don't know what happened there.
Right.
Yeah.
But you've installed the velocity system. I know we do velocity with Northwest Play.
Yeah. And they're great. They're a little bit loud, so that's the only drawback, I think. But kids love them, and they're so much fun, and they get to run around in that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how IPC is now, but I think they still use that fan for their guns and their ball returns and stuff. I think a lot of their stuff is from China now.
Yeah, I think a lot of those guys that do the ball play, they're really just commercial fans that make a lot of noise, and they really don't get the full trajectory of the balls either.
No,
and
it's
that
not
sort
as
of thing.
powerful for sure. Yeah, they don't have that power behind them.
So out of all the jobs too, was there something that was like one of the largest ones you were part of?
I did a job for IPC when they were first starting out in Doha, in Qatar, and it was massive. We were there for like 6 months. It was 7 levels, because usually playgrounds start off at 7, they could go to 6, but usually they're 7, 4, 4, 6, 4, 4. But this owner, it was in a mall, and he wanted it 7-foot levels, and he wanted 7 levels. So it was like 49 feet up, and I never had done one that tall. And to this day, it's the scariest unit I ever built, because when you got up there, it was like, whoa, it was really high.
Right.
Yeah.
Long way down.
A lot of weight. And it was a good unit. We were there too long though, 6 months. It was a long time.
That's a long time to be on site,
stretch,
for
to
sure.
be away from home and that, but it was good.
Yeah. Well, I think us and those watching will have a better idea of what you're from, where you do, and
Yeah.
how you're here with us now. So thanks for your time. We'll let you get back to it.
Okay, thank you.
Cool. With years of experience across multiple continents and hundreds of projects, you too can feel confident in choosing Northwest Play. Stop by the website or give us a call anytime. Thanks for watching.